Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair?
Come to my family at the tire.
All brands of tires.
Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
And we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire.
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.
Alrighty, good evening everybody. How's everybody doing here tonight? That is right, we're here on a Monday night. We are live for the Black Diamond Designs ARCA series for the Mystic Racing League, a new league that we have picked up here. They are halfway through the season, and they are here going to be at Nashville Superspeedway in these ARCA cars. Why not see some crazy racing, especially being at Nashville Superspeedway? We're going to see a lot of different things happen, and I have not really messed with these ARCA cars much at all. So it's going to be a fun treat for all of us here watching all this action happen. We got about 6 minutes left of our practice. It's myself in the booth, Brandon Crossan. I hope everybody is ready. Let me know in the chat, how is everybody doing out there? I would love to hear from you. And, let me know, what do you think about ARCA cars? What is your favorite about them, especially back in the days? It was cool. It was actually on Friday night. We did watch some ARCA cars at Michigan International Speedway. So how these cars handle, it will be fun. They're at least going over 160 to about 170 miles an hour here at Nashville. Right now, track temperature, it is a hot one on the track tonight, 127 degrees. Right now, the air temperature is 84 outside with that 6 mile per hour southwest wind here tonight. So tonight, we're going to see 105 laps these drivers will be doing. And we're going to see how they will be able to handle the cars getting in these corners. Are we going to see drivers get loosey-goosey? Are we going to see them get a little bit crazy? We'll have to stay tuned and find out here in just a little bit. So we're going to get some drivers and interviews in here tonight. We're also going to see, how these drivers are feeling, what does it take, and try to get a little bit of a race recap of the past season of what's been going on since we haven't really noticed what's been going on. So before we go live real quick, we're just going to do one last commercial break, and that's because we want to give a big shout-out to the guy that made this, the hard hat, for our other league. I know I kind of missed it during our interview, so we're going to be right back after this short one, and then it's interview time.
Time to talk.
It's 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 time to talk.
Alrighty, back live here watching all the action right now, looking at the scoreboard and see where everybody's at. John Freeman is your fastest during this practice, and that's a 30.727. Brad Nelson at a 30.749. Ronnie Foster at a 30.770. That is what we're seeing right now for your top three at the moment. We got quite a few drivers still putting some times in, getting out there in practice. We have at least 21 drivers here so far during this practice session. So that's what we're seeing here. Definitely a big league for drivers, and especially being these ARCA cars, reminds me of definitely the good old days here. So we'll talk about our point standings while we'll watch a couple of these drivers get around, and then we'll get some interviews in and see how these drivers are doing here tonight. So your points leader here is going to be Lee Campbell. He is currently at 1,039 points. 8 points away from Lee. Alex Pollock he's currently at 1,044 points, at 12 points away from your leader Brad Nelson at 1,040. Ronnie Foster holding on to right now for fourth place. He is currently 51 points away from your leader, and rounding your top five, Andy Berry with 1,030 points, 62 points away from your leader. That is your top five here tonight. And it's cool to see they have, it's kind of different here. As a driver puts in some money, they'll get themselves in where they are actually able to participate into the championship round. So that will be cool to see. But how many drivers are going to get loosey-goosey or tighty-whitey here tonight? Let's get some interviews in and see how these drivers are doing and what it takes to get around here. Hey, Alex is bringing in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Brandon?
I'm doing very well, bud. Just, watching you all get around this track and being at Nashville Superspeedway, bud, I wanted to pull you up since kind of coming halfway in the season and everything. I was wondering if we could kind of just a quick glimpse of what we have seen in the past season and a couple of these drivers that we definitely want to keep an eye on here tonight.
Yeah, so I think we've had a lot of good racing through the first 8 weeks. We've had a couple different winners, a couple multi-time winners. John's won the last two. John's really good. He just came in. I think this is his fourth race in the series. So obviously he's one to watch. He has the hot lap right now, so he'll be out front for sure. This track's pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie. I won the NIS race for NASCAR or for the A series last week here, but these don't race anything like that. So it's learning a new track basically.
Well, the other question I have for you tonight, just for how these tracks are and everything. Bud, what are we going to see here today? We're at 126 degrees on this track. It is a hot track. Are you getting a little loosey-goosey here tonight?
It's honestly pretty tight. I'm having issues coming out of the turns. I think that's more of a throttle control thing. If you're getting in too soon, you're going to come out of the corner too high and you're going to hit the wall. So I think you're going to see a lot of tire strategy, a lot of throttle control, and that's going to factor into those tires.
All right. Well, bud, I appreciate you filling us in here tonight. I want to wish you luck. Have some fun out there. And let's see if we can talk to you at the end of this in Victory Lane or in our post-race of the top three.
Hey, I hope so. I hope we talk to you soon, and thanks for putting this on for us.
Most definitely. And you're in 5-star racing, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, that is Alex there tonight, getting himself situated. I was trying to pull up our cameras, and I kind of messed up, but this is one of our drivers here that we have here, and, it's cool to see we have driver cameras here. We can watch a couple of these drivers heading around the track. We got Alex. A couple of them I was not able to get to right away, so next week we'll definitely have some time and get all these drivers in here. We have Caleb Hunt. He's out here. Glenn Grimm, he's also got a camera going. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss Andy, Brett. I was not able to get them right away. So with that being said, though, we're getting ready to watch some now qualifying here tonight. Let's watch a couple of these drivers head on board here, but we're going to go in the driver view and watch Alex head around here tonight, put his lap in. Let's see what he can do. Can he get himself the pole here tonight? Brad Nelson has started his lap time projected at a 28.9. we also have Glenn Grimm. He's at a 30.7 currently as a projected time. We also have Jared Kay at 29.7. John Freeman right now at a 29.2. So right now, Glenn Grimm putting himself on the leaderboard with a 31.214. He is currently your pole sitter here at this moment of time. While we watch Alex head around, get his lap time in here, we have 3 minutes left, or basically 3 minutes and 15 seconds left of qualifying here. A lot of drivers out. Brad Nelson right now on your pole. Here it comes. Alex right now crossing the line. While we watch that hot lap, he right now is your pole sitter. Well, let's see if we can find Caleb out there tonight. Let's see if we can watch him head around here. Caleb Hunt right now in the number 78 getting ready to cross the line here, starting his lap time with right now he's looking at a 28.7. While we were talking though, the guy that was fast during practice just got himself the pole. John Freeman, a 30.814. Alex right now holding on to second with a 30.819. 0.005 of a difference between both of them here tonight. So that's what we're seeing for a couple of these drivers. Unfortunately, I do have Glenn on the camera, but I'm not able. His camera's not. It's kind of having a issue going on. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see that, and I do apologize not seeing some other drivers. I will definitely have that fixed. Coming in, just got back today from Michigan International Speedway, watching some crazy action there all weekend. So it's kind of a hurry up, kind of get going situation here tonight. We got about a minute 45 seconds left here, waiting for the green flag to start dropping here in just a little bit. But, one thing about these, what we're seeing, some fast times coming in. Got a couple drivers that are changing around, because while we were watching, Caleb Hunt got himself on the pole now with 30.800. 0.014 of a difference from Caleb to John. Caleb putting down a heck of a time here tonight. Lee Campbell in the number 60, putting him in 7th. Andrew Nagy in the 00 in 8th. And then we have, let's see, a couple other drivers, because we got about minute 6 left. Cody Gills right now in the number 5, holding on to 19th. Trying to get back and get his second lap in. I do want to throw out there, if I do mess up anybody's name out there, I do want to apologize. Names are a little tricky for me, so if you do catch it, just leave a message. Let me know if I mess it up or anything. I definitely would appreciate it, because, man, that is probably one of my downfalls as a broadcaster, is especially joining a new league, messing things up like that. But with that being said, looks like right now only 2 drivers. That's going to be the 79 of Harold Tucker, and currently holding on to 10th. He's getting ready to leave and get back to pit road here. So it looks like 19 drivers put some time in. Robert Boyer and Aaron Espy, if I pronounce that right, the 2 drivers that have not put a time in here tonight at all. So about 10 seconds left here. Let's find out what's going to happen here tonight, and let's see who's going to get themselves a win and get them in victory lane. Alrighty. Alright, so with that being said, want to give quite a few sponsor shout-outs here tonight. Want to definitely give a big shout-out to all of our league sponsors here that show up every single week. Also, I want to give a shout-outs to all of our sponsors here on Redline Racing Network. So a couple of them I want to give a shout-out to is Barbecue Bee Sauce. If you want to get yourself some delicious barbecue sauce, head on over to their website and order some delicious barbecue sauce. They have multiple different flavors. They are even on Amazon. That is one of our main sponsors here tonight. Also to Delta Tire, being a local sponsor here in Burton, Michigan. If you want to get some new tires, front end limits, things like that, they can hook you up. So that's a couple of them. But why not? We're going to go through our starting grid here tonight. So, starting in row number 1 for tonight, we do have Caleb and Cody. In row number 2, we have John and Alex. In row number 3, we have Ronnie and Andrew. In row number 4 for tonight, we have Brad and Joshua. In row number 5, we have Lee and Harold. In row number 6, we have Andy and Brandon. In row number 7 for tonight, we have Jared and Brett. In row number 8, we have Glenn and Gavin. In row number 9, we have David and Gino. In row number 10, we have Steven and Aaron. In row number 11, last but not least, the number 7 of Robert. That is your qualifying grid here tonight. So, with that being said here, let's find out. Pace car is gone. The engines have started. We're going to leave. Looks like a couple of them waiting to get those cars started, maybe stalling it out here. They're all getting back on the track, and we're going to see that pace car take that hard left into pit road and start dancing up in his little box here tonight. Adam's out there. Go, Brett. Good to see you, Adam. Hope you're doing very well out there tonight. All right, Brett holding on to 14th in the number 24 machine. Let's see what he can do here tonight. Definitely not a bad position to start in. Kind of might be waiting to be patient and make his moves. So tonight's distance here for in the miles is 136. So we're going to see some crazy 136 miles with 105 laps. Track temperature under now race session still 124. Air temperature 85 out there tonight. Tim Henderson out there. It's been forever since I have turned in. Oh crap, Cody is in here. Good to see you, Tim. Hope you're doing very well out there tonight. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag out in the air here tonight for the first time. Let's see what's going to happen. Who's going to be able to do it? Right now, Cody is your leader going in. Or actually, Caleb being the first one as your leader. Sorry, it was kind of messing up. They show in the top two right now have black flags. Cody and Caleb. You can see John Freeman right now holding on to third place here coming out. Number 92 of Alex holding on to fourth. Right behind him, you can see the 78 coming down into pit road. Completing our first lap of the night. Right now, the 42 as your leader. Right behind him, he's got Cody in the number 5. Alex in the number 92. Ronnie Foster in the number 6 holding on to fourth. Lee Campbell in the number 60 holding on to your 5th place position here. Here comes the number 5 coming down into pit road to start his black flag here tonight. Not sure if they have jumped the start there. That's what I'm thinking may have happened. I could be totally wrong here. But right now, with lap 2 completed out of 105, John Freeman holding on. Everybody keeping going and doing their thing. I see the AR go, number 33 out there in the chat tonight. Good to see you. That is going to be Brad Nelson holding on to 18th place here at this moment in time. Good looking number 33. All right, go back up to the number 79 here of Harold Tucker. Harold having a good run in the number 79 below the 21. The 21 up in the high line. That is going to be Andy Berry. Them two are battling side by side. Very good battle going on here down the front stretch. Getting ready to go into turn number 1. Looks like the 21 took the outside line. 79 gets him clear, but here comes the 21 back on the back bumper here to trying to make some moves. Ronnie Foster right now holding out up to your 3rd place. Alex in the number 92 holding on to 2nd place here at this moment of time. John Freeman right now trying to keep that number 92. Look at that 92 getting too close to the back bumper. Can he hold on to it? Here we are on the roof cam here with Alex coming in here out of turn number 2 down the back stretch. Let's see if he can get that momentum, get the run coming out of this corner here going into turn number 3. This is all brought to you by the Red Line Racing Network. This is the Black Diamond Designs ARCA Series taken on here at Nashville Superspeedway. Watching on board here with Alex. Let's go farther back. Let's go to Lee Campbell right now on the inside of number 6. Man, look at this battle going on. Ooh, close to that corner panel. See the 6 kind of gets down a little low, able to stay clear from each other, not making contact. Here they are down the backstretch. Andrew's just watching all this action happen right here in this double low machine. He's got right now about a 0.9, about a second gap from your leader, about a 0.5 second gap from Lee Campbell holding on to 4th place. Andy Berry right now in 7th place, having a good run here in this 21 machine. Got Jared right now and currently in 9th. I miss Brandon holding on to 8th place here tonight. Looking back, looking all the battle going on between, it looks like Jared and Brett right now. Brett trying to make a move on the inside line. Can he get Brandon clear here? Doesn't look like he was able to that time. Good battle going on between these two here at this moment in time. Able to get him, basically get that block down. And here comes the 82 now as in for 9th place. Here right now in the number 39, that is going to be Gavin holding on to 12th place, having a great run right now. David Moyer here holding on to 13th here. And we got Gio in the number 35 / number 33. Oh, nope, never mind, I lied. Was kind of tricking me there for a minute. The 33 was Brad T. Nelson here. Here comes the number 10. Had a little bit of blinking issue there. That's what we always say that. Dang, McDonald's Wi-Fi. All right, see you in the chat. They are hopefully, Gino can run good tonight. It is his birthday. Heck yeah. Give a big shout out to him. Give him a big happy birthday out there tonight. Good to see that. We always love to celebrate birthdays here. In this 35, what I was thinking of the 33, that numbers on there. That's awesome to see. Kind of reminds me of a ghost style looking number, so that's cool right now. So let's see. A little bit farther up right now, John Freeman right now holding on to your lead. Alex still holding on to second, but we've got a battle here for 3rd and 4th place. That's number 60 and then number 6, Lee Campbell and Ronnie Foster battling it out here. Oh, close battle going on. Almost making contact into the corner here. Coming out of this corner. Good job by both of them holding on to it out of turn 2. Now down the backstretch into turn number 3. I see quite a few of you out there watching tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in here. Hope everybody is enjoying the show, and thank you for everybody coming in. Especially want to get the biggest shout out here tonight is everybody out there watching, tuning in here to Redline Racing Network every single week. Supporting the drivers, supporting the broadcast, and supporting the league. We definitely, if it wasn't for you able to allow these drivers to come out a couple hours of their night to be able to give us something to be able to produce, and we want to be able to do it. So thank you to everybody out there in the chat and everybody out there watching here tonight. Oh, man, we've got a couple drivers getting into the wall out of turn number 4. A little bit of grinding going on here tonight. Able to keep it going, though. Great job by the drivers up front. But close battle with the top 4. Let's go back a little bit. See Brad Nelson right now in the 33 having a good run here, holding on to 16th place. Looks like we do have one driver brought it into the infield. That's going to be Cody in the number 5. Unfortunately, brought it in. He's one lap down at the moment. Looks like Caleb Hunt also being a driver. Actually, it was showing that he brought it in there for a minute. I do apologize. He actually is still out there on the track. The scoreboard was saying he was out. So that was my apologies out there. I see Adam out there. Happy birthday. Good to see you out there, Adam, tonight. All right, watching right now the battle up front. The 6 getting into the wall. A little bit of scrapes going on at this moment in time. 92 looking, can he do it? Looking at these lap times right now. Alex a little faster than John, a 31.31 compared to a 31.36 that last lap. He is looking, he is inching his way, but here's the number 6 of Ronnie also trying to be in this picture here. He is waiting patiently up front here at this moment of time. Alrighty, with 16 laps out of 105 completed here, 90 laps to go. Getting down, just a little while to go. We're going to see some pit stops happen here tonight. I'm not sure. I wasn't able to, when I joined in, to see when the fuel window would be. That would be my apologies on that one. But here in Nashville, I didn't realize it's 1.30 miles long here tonight. That is awesome to see the track, because we just came from a 2-mile track over the weekend. And man, oh man, what a crazy weekend. Racing after racing. We got racing tonight. We got racing also tomorrow. We want to see some more Xfinity racing. Stay tuned at 8 p.m. Eastern for that. We definitely appreciate it. All right, so a little bit of cool information. We got some information on some of these drivers here tonight. Why not? So a little bit about Alex here, holding on to second place. Alex's favorite NASCAR drivers is going to be Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin. So I bet you he's definitely excited to see him getting the win on Sunday. Also, Alex is from Cincinnati, Ohio. He is the owner of the Black Diamonds Designs here tonight. You see right now, Alex right to that back, or getting a little bit of company from that back bumper. Ronnie right there to the tail end. Side-by-side action going on now for Ronnie and Alex here at this moment of time. Looks like the 6 is able to get Alex past now. I saw that Ronnie's last lap was a 31.4 compared to Alex 31.6. Definitely getting a little bit of the draft here. You can see the number 60 of Lee Campbell just kind of being patient here a little bit at this moment of time. Alrighty, looking at a little bit farther back. About 1.3 seconds back from Lee Campbell. Andrew got some company right now in that double O. He's got a Harold Tucker in that 79 right there behind him. Brandon in the number 52 holding on to 7th. And Andy Barry right now in the 21 holding on to 8th place. The 52 trying to work on the inside of the 79 here. Side by side action going on here. Out of turn number 3, come to turn number 4. Still green flag racing here. Lap 20 completed here out of 105. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, give us a like and follow here on our Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Try to share the video as much as you can if you don't mind. We definitely would appreciate it. We're definitely helping these drivers and this league, so thank you so much for that. Alrighty, looking back right now to the number 82 of Jared right now. Jared K holding on to a 31.666. Right now, I'm looking at our biggest mover of the night, too, and that is going to be 7 positions here at this moment of time. And that is going to be David Moyer in the 47. He's your biggest mover since the start of this race here tonight. Also, the fastest driver here we're looking at is going to be, I want to make sure I have it right, on lap number 2, that was going to be Alex's fastest time, and then actually on lap number 3, there we go, is Lee Campbell putting the fastest time here tonight. So right now Lee Campbell is your fastest, and he put down a 30.668 for his fastest time here tonight. Back to your lead right now, 1.4 second gap from Ronnie Foster. Holding on, 42 is doing what he's got to do up front. Having a great run so far here tonight for the Black Diamond Designs ARCA Series. You can see second place right into your picture frame here while they're coming to the line. Just passing that Geico restart zone, crossing the line here, bringing it to now 24 laps completed here tonight. Going back on board with Ronnie. You can see the gap between Ronnie and Lee Campbell, and that's going to be about a 0.6 second gap at this moment of time. But Lee Campbell has Alex right there with him, and that is about a 0.3 second gap between these three drivers. Basically, you can see how close they're getting. We're getting a little spaced out so far through the night. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back here by our play-by-play commercial break here tonight.
Too much for tires and auto repair?
Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
and we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire.
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
All right, while we were under a quick commercial break there, we watched something happened there on lap 27. I saw Alex really slow. We're going to go, this is the replay here tonight. This is the replay that we're watching. You saw Alex, I saw him go very, very slow, just get behind a driver, looks like got into the wall, the number 7. And unfortunately, with him getting in the wall, that kind of affected the number 92, had to really get onto that brake pedal. That is going to cause Alex right now to fall down to 10th place. So something happened to Robert Boyer during that situation. That's what brought out, or that not brought out, but brought Alex back to 14th place while he's going down into pit road right now. Caution flag is out in the air here right now at this moment in time. Let's find out what just happened out here. So right now it's showing Cody at the moment was showing he was the caution there for a minute. Not sure exactly what happened. We're seeing what happened on the replay. A little bit of blinking going on with the internet connection issues. So the caution came out there. I'm not sure if we see what happened though. I do apologize. Trying to find out exactly what happened gets a little tricky. On board here with the 35 at this moment of time. So the 35 going down into pit road. Try to find the caution here at this moment because it's not showing us anything right now at the moment. So not sure exactly what happened. A little bit of blinking happened on my screen, but with that being said, back live here at the moment. Green flag, yellow flag pit stops are underway here tonight. Let's find out who is going to be able to do it here and get themselves the race off of pit road. You see the 5, the 42, all right there at this moment. Here they are leaving pit road now. The race off where that green cone is. Looks like the 42 is able to race off of pit road from everybody. Ronnie holding on to 2nd. Lee Campbell in 3rd. Brandon in 4th. Harold in 5th. Andrew in 6th. Andy in 7th. Jared in 8th. Brad in 9th. And Gavin rounding your top 10 here tonight. So 30 laps out of 105 completed here so far tonight. Well, let's see if we can get an interview in and see if we can actually find if John is out here tonight and talk to him here in a little bit. Let's see if we can. I'm not sure if John is out here tonight. Looking for him at this moment. And I'm not able to see him here at the moment, though. Oh, there he is. John Freeman. Looks like, actually, I do apologize. Looks like we're getting ready to go back. Green flag race. Very short commercial. So, man, oh, man, I missed it. David Moyer was involved, and Caleb Hunt and Moyer wrecked. All right. Thank you out there in the chat. Yeah, let me see if I can actually see if it pops up for anything like that for... Real cool. Yeah, Yeah, unfortunately, it's popping out here. That was my apologies on the wreck there. It wasn't wanting to show up on my screen there. I don't know why, for some odd reason. All right, we're getting ready to go back green flag racing here in just a little bit, and I forgot how fast these. It took me a little bit to try to find where the caution was, though. Let's see what's going to happen. The pace car is in. Let's go back green flag racing. Here we go. And a Geico restart zone. There they are. Beautiful start by the 42. Able to get and pull away. Side by side action going on with the 60 and the number 6. Here's the 52 holding on to 4th place. Here's the 79 in 5th. Coming into turn 1 and 2. Green flag. Let's see what's going to happen. Now everybody's got some fresh tires and some fresh fuel here. Going through the field right now, Andrew the 00. You can see, the 21 getting on the brake a little bit harder. You can see the 00 kind of like did not know what to do there. 82 on the outside line now. Here comes the 33 on the inside now from the 82. Side by side to the door, to the corner panel. Side by side once again, kind of back and forth at the moment. Almost making almost grinded there for a minute. You can see the 08 had to back off just a little bit. Here comes Gavin and number 39 on the back bumper of the 08. Outside line looking like they have the advantage getting the runs going on. You can see the 08 was able to get there, but here comes the 33. You can see the little bit of movements going on. I'm not sure what line is going to be the best line for some of these drivers here at the moment, especially how these cars are acting with being a little bit tight that from what we were hearing during our interviews. You can see the 5 now on the inside. Here comes on the inside of the 39, the number 5 of Cody, making his moves to the front. Right on the back bumper, gives the push to the 33, going into the corner. Man, oh man, here we go. Bumping and drafting and grinding all over going on here tonight here at Nashville. 24 of Brett having a good run, holding on to 14th place here tonight. Alex also from having to get slowed down, holding on to 15th place in the number 92. He is on the lead lap. I was wondering if he was going to go one lap down while he was under caution or under pit road when the caution came out. So that was our first caution of the night here tonight. Here's a little bit about your caution information. We've had actually is showing 0 lead changes here, which with that system, what it calculates is a driver has to make it cross the line and make one complete run all the way around across the line to count as a lead change. So that's why it's shown as 0 here tonight. But man, John has actually been up front doing what he's got to do up front. I know there for a minute there was kind of some switching room going on in the beginning of the race here. But here comes the number 60 of Lee Campbell battling it out here with John. Good battle going on. Here comes the number 6 of Ronnie Foster holding on a 3rd. Brandon in 4th here tonight. Rounding your top 5, Harold Tucker having a great run. Running last lap was a 31.1. You can see right now Ronnie Foster in 3rd is a 31.1. So Harold a little faster for being in 5th. Here comes the 60 with a little bit of run going into the corner, catching up to the 42 machine. We're going to go on board here on your Euro Gyro cam that we like to say. Go on board here with Harold in the number 79. Here they are coming into turn 1 and 2. The different runs the drivers are getting, the different lines that everybody's doing here out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Holding on to it very well. And honestly, these cars definitely, we got a caution out on the track. I see the 08 of Glenn turned around farther back in the field here. Not sure exactly what just happened, but let's go back a little bit farther and see if we can see what just happened. Oop. I got to fix that. That was my apologies. Didn't update that very well. But here they are coming out of the corner. Ooh, the 08 going for a ride. The 39, he was just right there, nowhere to go. Looks like a little maybe got a little bit pinched there for a minute. So with a little bit of pinch, and that's what causes the 08 to get turned around there. That's going to bring out our caution here tonight. So with the second caution of the night here, let's see if any takers are going to go down pit road here or not. Right now, John is your leader. Coming to the line, we'll see if we're going to go one lap to green. If not, we'll get a driver up here and have a chance to talk with him here in just a little bit. And we are not. Why not, since we have that moment? We're going to pull some for the interview here with John. Hey, John, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very well, bud. Just watching you up here up front, having a good run here so far tonight. Doing what you got to do, lead as much laps as possible. How is your car handling here for you tonight?
Car's great. I think everyone's struggling with kind of a tight condition around here, but I mean, we're doing the best we can to try to take care of the right front, and it seems to be working on the longer runs. So it's handling pretty good, man. I mean, obviously, I'd hope it'd have more turn in it, but we kind of got what we got, and we got to drive it.
Heck yeah. Well, I know we're getting ready to go one lap to green here in just a little bit. Want to wish you luck, have some fun, and let's see if we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is John right now as your race leader up front in the 42 machine. Let's see what's going to happen. Who's going to be able to get the perfect restart here, or who is going to be eating the bologna sandwich that we like to say? You never know. You never know what will happen and how it will take place, like we always say. So, with that being said, let me know in the chat, how is everybody doing and who is ready to have some more crazy action here tonight? Anything is possible, especially in these cars. You never know what's going to happen. So, we're going to ride on board here and watch John try to make some moves. Stay up front. Keep everybody behind. But Lee Campbell right now, he's the other driver that's been giving John a little bit of some competition up front. Brett out there. Good to see you, Brett. Hope you're doing well out there tonight. All right, pace car is going to about take that hard left in the pit road, and that flagman, he's going to start dancing and up in his little box here. Let's go green flag racing here once again here at Nashville Superspeedway. Green flag out in the air. Great start by everybody up front. John was able to pull away. Side-by-side action going on for second and third place here at this moment of time. Great job by everybody up front doing what they have to do. And we do have a caution out there on the track now here at this moment of time. Let's see if we can find out what just happened. I believe, maybe on this restart, Brett may have went for a ride. Let's watch and find out what just happened. All right, here's your replay. Oh, just a little bit of contact from the 92 and the 35. The 35 goes up the track just a little bit hard outside wall. Here goes the 24. Oh, no, that is not good. Hard inside wall hit, and that is not that's not a good spot at all. Definitely gonna hurt a lot. You can see that tire really messed up on the left side there. No front end, and you can see the hood is ready, trying to get basically become hoodless. So we might see a hoodless Brett here tonight. Unfortunately, not what he wanted to see here at all. He's got that meatball flag, basically saying he got a black flag. You got too much damage here tonight. So that is the caution here tonight. Man, oh man, what a hard hit, especially to the outside and the inside there. You know, the 35. We're going to actually go back a little bit farther and see what just happened too, because they both basically had the hard hit. Here, we're going to go back a little bit farther and watch the replay. Go on to the chase view here with Brett. Actually, we're going to ride on board here. Actually, right there, that honestly looked like a kind of a bubble with the drivers there, but there we are, a little bit of damage, and unfortunately, there he is. Hard wall, basically a hard hit on the outside wall, hard hit on the inside wall. Not what they wanted to see. All right, so that is our caution here tonight. Let's go back out there on the track. This is going to be our third caution, 8 laps under caution here so far tonight. Alrighty, so right now, John Freeman, your leader. Brandon in the 52 holding on to second. Andy in the number 21 holding on to third. Harold in the 79 holding on to fourth. Brad holding on to fifth in the number 33. And Cody in the number 5 holding on to 6th place here tonight. Alrighty, with lap 45 completed here, 61 laps to go. The pace car lights are off. It is time to go back green flag racing here once again. Like they always say, it is time to tighten up those seatbelts. I always say seatbelts because they are not seatbelts in those cars, but you know what? Why not? See a little bit of, I see the 21 kind of ducking down very low down there. Maybe saving some fuel or something. I'm not totally sure. Kind of just getting some fresh air down there tonight. Well, what's so tricky as these restarts, in the Geico restart zone, these drivers could go anywhere in that box. What's tricky, which kind of an embedded official is the 52. You can see the Geico restart zone, but he's got the outside. Your leader going to take off. You have to hit that point just right to be able to pull it, stay with them. So we can send. You've seen these past restarts. Your leader 42 has been pulling away quickly. Here we go, green flag back out in the air once again. Beautiful start by the 42, getting ready to go into turn number 1. Side-by-side action going on through the field here. 52 and the 79 side-by-side here for second place. Third and fourth is side-by-side. Basically, the only one not side-by-side here at the moment is the leader. Let's see who's going to be able to take it and get the pass made. Here is the outside. Ooh, man, the 79 going for a run into the marbles here. You can see it kind of hurt him just a little bit, kind of pulling, made it go back just a little. That was going to be Andy Berry able to take advantage of that, and so did Brandon. Here they are close back together. Here comes the number 5 also involved here. Harold involved. Cody in the number, in the 5 is going to be on the outside line trying to make things happen. 79 in the 21. A little bit of bump draft going on here at Nashville. 5 looking now on the inside, maybe going 3 wide action here out of turn number 4. We are 3 wide at this moment. This is where it gets dicey. This is where it can get scary. And this is what we call racing. Lap 48 completed here. Now coming to, 21 kicking us sideways here tonight. Andy Berry able to hold on to a great save. Unfortunately, losing some positions with that. But man, oh man, great save though. Good job by all the drivers to try to stay away and not get involved there. All right, it's back in the chat though. Brought up their concussion protocol over here. Oh man, that was definitely a crazy hit there. All right, back up front though, Harold in the 79, a little bit of gap in between, in front of him and Alex. Alex has, caught back up to the front of the pack here now due to that issue earlier of getting caught behind a slow driver and going back down the pit road, maybe gotten a little bit contact with him. He's now back up, working his way to the front here. Let's see what he can do. Gavin in number 39, having a good run so far tonight, holding on to 9th place. Right behind him, he's got Stephen Gill in the 01, working his magic, trying to get around. Let's see what he can do. The 21 of 80 with Barry trying to work his way back to the front too, due to getting a little, just a little loosey-goosey here, maybe from a little bit of help. Lee Campbell right now holding on to 14th place, and that number 60. Having a good run here so far tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now, too, looking at a little bit farther through the field, it looks like here at this moment in time, we got 16 drivers on the lead lap. Brett right now in the 24, the first one lap down. So he's on that lucky dog spot. Let's see what he can do. A little bit of smoke flying in the air here. Definitely getting some crazy action up here tonight. So, with 54 laps, almost to the halfway point of this night, we've only had a couple of cautions. We've had some crazy action, a lot of side-by-side. We've actually even seen 3 wide action going on. We're going to go through all of our sponsors here tonight and want to give them a big shout-out. Let's go through them here tonight. Already one of the league sponsors here for the Mystic Racing League for the Black Diamond Designs ARCA Series is going to be here. Janet, if I pronounce it right, Earth and Asphalt LLC. We want to give a big shout out to them. Thank you for them coming on board here for this league. So thank you to them. I do have a couple other. I was not able to pull them up here right away, but I could give them a shout out to. Why not for the leagues? So we saw that league sponsor here. Another league sponsor is going to be Fall Creek Plumbing, residential and commercial, established in 2021. We appreciate them coming on board. Black Diamond Designs, also another sponsor here, and NXT Level Technologies. We appreciate them also coming on board. But this is the Sound of Madness 100 here tonight. This week here for the league. This is where it's basically all about music. And that's what we're seeing on some of these cars, if they were able to get some designs on. So that's what we're seeing for tonight. Though, that's cool to having a little bit of a, why not? See, what's your favorite music? Your favorite singer, things like that. I did see some Jelly Roll out there on one of the cars, too, tonight. So I see one driver is Jelly Roll's one of his favorite singers. Alrighty, so let's go back and see what's going on through our sponsors real quick, too. So with another sponsor that we always love to give a big shout out to is going to be Jackie Jones from Cleveland, Georgia. If you want to get yourself a new car, get yourself a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram, head down there or let them know you want to get yourself a new car. So we appreciate Jackie Jones coming on board here tonight. Also, another league sponsor here for us is going to be Dubby. If you want to use code REDLINE, you can get yourself 10% off your order. So we appreciate Dubby coming on board here for Redline Racing Network. Another sponsor here for our league is going to be Delta Tire, being a local sponsor here in Burton, Michigan. If you want to get some new tires, front end alignments, things like that, they can hook you up. Also doing some oil changes, why not? So they are a local sponsor here, and we always love to give shout outs to the local sponsors. So we definitely want to give a big one to our Delta Tire. Also, Sheath Underwear, if you use promo code No Lift, you can get 20% off your order. So we appreciate Sheath coming on board here tonight also. Also, last but not least, our main sponsor here on Redline Racing Network is going to be Barbecue Beast Sauce. If you want to get yourself some delicious barbecue sauce, head on over to their website and order some delicious sauce. They have a lot of different flavors, a lot of different types of sauces for different types of meats. So you could go to their Facebook, give them a like and a follow. Also go to their website, or you could go to their Amazon and order some. So we want to give Barbecue Beef Sauce a big, humongous shout out. All right, that is all of our sponsors here for tonight. I may have missed a couple. If I have, I do apologize. But here for the Black Diamond Designs ARCA Racing Series. Right now, we completed 60 laps here out of 105. We got 46 laps to go here in this 1.30 mile long length of a track here at Nashville. And we do have a caution out there on the track here at this moment of time. A couple drivers were coming down pit road when that caution did come out. Let's see what just happened out there on the track. I believe I do see Ronnie Foster may have went off the track, it says. Here's your replay here tonight. See if we can find out what just happened out there. Kind of watching, not really seeing much happen though. There they are, a couple drivers going down pit road, and with that kind of slamming on the brakes and getting situated, then turns the number 6 around. And that's going to bring out our caution here tonight. All right, going back live. Let's see what's our lineup here tonight. So, right now you can see a couple drivers coming down into pit road here tonight. Here's the race off of pit road. Here comes, right now, John Freeman leaving pit road. Also, we got the number 5, got the 52. Quite a few different drivers leaving pit road. Also, the 92 leaving pit road there tonight, too. So, right now, John holding on to 4th place. It's showing Cody Hunt and the number 78 in 3rd. Harold Tucker holding on to 2nd. And Ronnie Foster right now holding on to 1st here at this moment of time. Looks like a couple drivers did get the end-of-line penalty. It looks like the number 61 of Brett got the end-of-the-line penalty here tonight. Does look like Harold and Caleb got the end-of-the-line penalty. So a couple drivers getting the end-of-the-line here tonight. Alrighty. So, with that being said, let's find out. Pace car lights are off. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Let's find out what's going to happen here. Once again, this was our 4th caution of the night. We've had 1 lead change here. 11 laps under caution here tonight here at Nashville. Alrighty. So you can see right now, Ronnie and John are going to lead the field to the green flag up in row number 1. Row number 2, we have, looks like David and Cody going to be back there in row number 2. Who's going to be eating the bologna sandwich on this restart and not pay attention? We'll find out here in just a little bit, because that pace car will take that hard left into pit road, and then it's time to go green flag racing here in just a little bit. Let's find out here with 43 laps to go who's got what it takes to get themselves the win here tonight. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be doing our post-race show after this race. The top 3 we'll be doing some interviews with. Let's see who's got what it takes to get them a podium finish. Green flag out in the air once again. Beautiful start by Ronnie. Holding on to your lead now. Holding on to 2nd is going to be John, and Cody holding on to 3rd. David in 4th. Brandon in 5th. Here they are in the turn number 1 and number 2. Ronnie with the change of events and holding on to your lead here at this moment. John kind of just looking and waiting patiently. Here comes the 5 of Cody holding on to 3rd. David Moyer in the number 47 and 4th. With all kind of starting to get single file, different lines, different ways to get around. Let's see John try to get around Ronnie. John was looking on the inside. Ronnie taking the middle line here out of turn 1 and 2. Here comes John in the 42 on the inside line. The 5 is going to follow here, getting the momentum going into turn number 3. Number 6 is going to stay up high, up into the marbles, coming here out of turn number 4. With doing that, it almost made drivers to go 3 wide here. We've already seen it once, almost making a couple drivers back here making it happen again. Alrighty, here is your top 3 here at this moment of time. Kind of switching around. Let's find out what's going to happen. Coming to the line, bringing it now to lap number 67 completed, 39 to go. Side-by-side action going on right now. That's going to be with 7th and 8th place. I do apologize stepping away for a quick seconds here. Of course, due to allergies. Man, oh man, got this little tickle in my throat. Trying not to make sure I cough in everybody's ear here tonight. But man, oh man, what a battle we got going on through this field. Here comes the 01 of Stephen Gill right now, watching the action going on with the 6 in the 39, I believe it is. Let's go on board here with the 01. And actually, let's go on. Actually, you know what? Why not? We're going to pull up some more cameras. Only a couple cameras. I do apologize not having all these cameras going on tonight. But let's go on board here with the number 92 of Alex. There we go, Alex. I hit the wrong one, of course, but right now you can see how concentrated he is up front in 7th place here right now at the moment of time. Let's go on to your driver view at this moment. This is what it looks like in the driver's seat right now. Up front, you can see at this moment in time, he is trying to catch up to Gavin in number 39 here. Gavin's lap time of 30.8 compared to Alex's 30.87. So it's actually 0.01 of a difference between Gavin and Alex here at this moment of time. So the 92 having a great run here from Cincinnati, Ohio. Doing what he's got to do up front, doing his thing. The other driver right here, right now, we can pull up. It's going to be Caleb Hunt. Let's see how Caleb's doing here tonight. Caleb Hunt, we do have a caution out on the track here at this moment in time while we were looking to see where Caleb is in the 78. Let's see what just happened under yellow flags conditions. Not sure why we keep hitting that dang button there for the other league. I do apologize on that. That is my mistake. Rookie broadcaster move here tonight. But, oh, man, 52 turned around there. I'm not sure. 3 wide action we were seeing. That's where it gets a little dicey. That's what we see in 3 wide. And, man, the middle goes down a little bit. Gets the quarter panel of the 33. Looks like we got 2 33s here at the moment. It gets the 52 turned around. That gets a little scary for a couple of these drivers, at this moment. We're going to a little bit rewind it because, of course, I mess everything up. But here we are. You can see the 33 of the Monster Energy, the 33 down below going up, and bam. That's basically nowhere to go from that moment of time, and that's where it's going to get him turned around here in this Toyota. Man, oh man, unfortunate night for a couple of these drivers so far tonight. Alrighty, so with that being said, we're going to go back and see what's going on up front. Go back live up here and see a couple of these drivers come down pit road and try to do their thing. But while we're under yellow, we're going to be right back after this short commercial break.
time to talk.
It's 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 time to talk.
All right, while we're doing that, you know, another driver we're able to actually get. So let's pull him up here and look at his driver point of view right now. Andy Berry here tonight. Currently, let's see, Andy Berry holding on to 5th place here tonight. Getting ready to go green flag racing here in just a minute. You know what? We're going to actually go on board in the driver point of view. And we're going to actually go green flag racing while we go back green, you know, in this, oh man, I just butchered that. We're going back green flag racing under Andy Berry's point of view here tonight. We can see Alex, Gavin, Cody, and John in front of him, who's going to get this perfect restart here. We're going to watch Andy to see how focused he is, warming up these tires here, getting ready to go back green flag racing. That pace car will take that hard left into pit road. Then we'll start going green flag. But that flag man, he always loves to start dancing up in his little box. Let's see if he can do it here. Once again, tonight, coming here out of turn number 4, again, up to speed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, here for the Black Diamond Designs ARCA Series in the Geico Restart Zone. Green flag in the air here once again. Beautiful start. Andy Berry right now having a great start there. He gets down below, getting onto the inside line now. He is just kind of coasting it along, watching everybody in front of him make some moves. Go to your roof cam here on board with Andy Berry, trying to get to the inside of this number 92. Let's see if he can get the pass made on the outside line, or is he going to follow along right to the back? But you can see the 92 sporting the music is Papa Roach out here tonight. That was another one of those music designs here tonight. Good to see some music out here, having some fun. That was a beautiful design he's got going on that machine, though. But right now, Andy Berry, look how focused he is, holding both hands on this wheel, trying to do what he could do to get around this number 92. All right, so going back out of turn number 4, coming to the line here once again. Going to be bringing it to lap 77 laps completed here, and just a tad little bit. Man, oh man, good race going on all through the field. You can see right now 3rd place going up a little high, but we do have a couple drivers with black flags. John Freeman, he's got himself a black flag up front. I'm not sure exactly what the penalty is, but it looks like Gino got a black flag for the end of line. Oh man, couple drivers. There's an accident on the track here. Yellow flag is out now. Looks like at the moment, man, oh man, that was trying to get down pit road, and man, that did not work out so well for a couple of these drivers. That definitely could have ended worse than it really did. So this is your replay here at the moment of time. A little bit farther back, and we saw the 5 and the 42 make a contact. 42 is going to come down into pit road to serve his black flag. You can see the 5 was on the back bumper. You can see the 42. He's down at the bottom saying, hey, I'm going into pit road. But 5 is still sticking to that back end. Here they are out of turn number 4, 3 wide. And 5, 42 is trying to slow down. 5 was just right on that back bumper. And unfortunately, he was not able to go down pit road to serve that penalty. All right, the race down pit road now. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen. Who's got what it takes to get themselves the race off of pit road here. Let's go to the end of pit road and watch them do it. Here at the end of pit lane. Here we go. Who's got what it does? Here's the race. Couple drivers off from the back. Taking off. And that is going to look like right now. See who the race off the 24 able to get the race off of pit road, and that is the Jelly Roll machine. Jelly Roll making some moves on pit road and getting him a perfect race off, and that was a 6.0 second stop. Looks like he may just got himself just some fuel here tonight. All right, let's see if we can get an interview here in once again. Let's see if we could talk to the 24 here. Hey, Brett, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, Brandon.
Hi, bud. Not much. Watching all the action, and man, what a race off the pit road. Able to beat everybody off the pit road there. Good job on that one.
I don't know about that. I'm banking on another caution here in the next at least 10 to 15 laps. My tires aren't super good right now, so I just took fuel there. So my tires currently are at 82% on my right front. So I'm going to have to kind of baby it here on this restart and kind of hope for another caution to get some tires here towards the end and maybe make a run.
Well, I hope it works out in your favor, but I just want to wish you luck. Have some fun. Let's see what you have in store for these drivers, and let's see if you can work your way to the front.
Absolutely, man. Thanks so much. We appreciate you guys hopping on board.
Most definitely. Good luck, bud.
Thanks, man.
All right, that is Brett there. Your fourth place driver right now with that fast off of pit road type of deal, just a fuel type of stop. But we're getting ready to go back green flag. Lap 80 completed here out of 105 here tonight. Let's go back green flag racing. Let's see, like he said, let's see if a caution will come back on. Ahead about the come on caution out there tonight. All right, here we go into the Geico restart zone. Green flag out in the air. Right now, the double O. Oh, and there goes the 08 of Glenn Grimm. Rag there may have been some wheel spin on that situation. You can see he's now leaving pit road, putting some dirt out there on the track. We are still green flag racing, though, with that spinny Rooney. Wheel spin on the restart, getting him kicking the sideways, and unfortunately not what he wanted to see on that restart. Wheel spin could definitely be a big factor, and mistakes. That's one of those things we say every race is you do not want to make a mistake. That is the biggest thing. Speeding penalties, restart penalties, things like that can hurt you, and that is something right there that we just witnessed that definitely hurt him here tonight. All right, the double O of Andrew right now having a good run, holding on to your lead. Ronnie Foster holding on to second. Alex holding on to third. But look at this pack going on right now. This is a little crazy going on back here in the back. Cars going everywhere, side by side, row raggy. This is going to be interesting, and this is racing here that we love to see here for the Black Diamond Designs ARCA Series. On board here with Alex right now, battling it out, doing what he's got to do up front. That's what you got to do. Not without making mistakes also, but you also got to save some tires, and that's the other thing. Will these drivers save tires, or are they kind of just waiting and hoping some cautions do come out? But we were talking about earlier the biggest mover of the night. Here they are, 12 positions. The 47 of David Moyer is the biggest mover here tonight. While we were under caution with Brett, talking with him in the 24, he is now holding on to 6th place with that just fuel. No tire stop. He is holding on to that car very well up front. Let's see if he can keep holding on to it right here, right now. Coming to 21 laps to go. Come to 20 this time by here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see everybody out there in the chat. I hope you're all doing very well here. Don't forget to give us a like and a follow on our Facebook side of things. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share our videos out there tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and, doing what you can do every single time for us out there. All right, right here at this moment of time, I'm looking at these lap times, trying to see what is going to happen and who's got what it takes. I'm kind of watching here the moment. The fastest driver is actually going to be in the 47. He is currently right now faster than the top 4. So with 19 down, oh my goodness, 19 laps to go. Oh, I'm butchering myself up here in the booth. Man, oh man, gotta love it. But right now, Cody in the number 5, holding on to 6th place. Brett in the number 24, holding on to 7th. Brandon in the 52, holding on to 8th. Lee Campbell holding in the number 60, holding on to number 9. Rounding your top 10 is going to be the number 33, Brad Nelson. Alrighty, looking through this field here. Right now, battling going on all over the place. Harold was able to get around the 82 for 13th place. And there was, I believe, the 24 having a little bit of battling going on. Here is the number 60 here on the inside line at the moment. Also the 33 now battling with the 24 side by side, coming to the line here at this moment of time. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time to crank it up here tonight. Turn up those phones, turn up the laptop, turn up the computer or the tablet, depending on what you're watching it in, and listening to these cars just fly by here at Nashville. We always love this point of this point of the race, listening to these cars just fly by here. All right, watching all those cars just fly by here tonight. At this moment of time, looking at Ronnie Foster as your leader in the number 6. He is currently running a 31.1, about a 0.3 second gap between him and Andrew in the double low. But we do have Alex in the number 92 holding on to 3rd place here tonight. And we're just coming down to 13 laps to go here tonight. Man, oh man, where has the time gone? Looking at a couple of the battles going on with the 21 of Andy Berry here. Andy at the moment trying to close it in here with Alex. Can he get around that number 92 and make some moves to the front? We'll have to keep an eye and see what he has. But we're getting down close to the crunch time here in just a little bit. You know, when will drivers start making those moves and do what they have to do to, basically, make the hard moves? You can see the 5. Oh, man, that back end got sideways here tonight. Oh, man, that could have been definitely a little bit scary for him tonight. But he was able to hold on to it. Great job by him here tonight. All right, let's go and see who else we can look at what's going on out there on the track here at this second. Watching the battle here with 11 laps to go. I'm looking at the lap times right now. Ronnie just ran a 31.0. Andrew just ran a 31.2. Andrew, about a 0.2 difference between each other at this second. Does he have what it takes to keep everybody behind him here tonight? Here comes more action side by side here at the moment. I was kind of watching this pack right now because of how close they are from each other here at the moment. And it looks like it's very good battling going on, trying to make some moves and trying to do what they can do here. What will it take to be able to get around and not get each other loose? Because that 5 making contact here with the 92, that could have been very dangerous, but they're able to hold on to it very well. Great job by both. All right, why not? We're going to actually pull up another driver that we are able to get a camera situated for here tonight. Let's see if we can pull him up here real quick and watch him head around here tonight. On board here with Brett here at this moment of time. And the number 24, the driver that was able to only take field. He is currently holding on to 13th place here at this moment, doing what he's got to do up front, or not really front, I should say, but we got a 78 going for damage to that machine in 13th place. No, he has no front end here at the moment, trying to get back down below the track. This is not going to look good. This may have a caution come out here while the leader goes around. That could have been very dangerous here. Ooh, man, that was definitely very scary. He had breaking into the pit road there while we were on board watching Brett just heading around the track here. Let's go back to our broadcast here with 7, bringing the 6 laps to go. Alrighty, with that being said, Cody right now holding on to 2nd place here tonight. Holding on to 3rd is going to be Andy Berry. Holding on to 4th is David Moyer. And holding on to 5th is Alex P. Holding on your top 5. Here they are out of turn number 4, coming to the line, bringing it just to 5 laps to go here at this moment of time. What's going to happen here? Who's got what it takes? Here they are out of turn number 4, coming to the line once again, coming to bring it 4 laps to go. Here's a 79 right now, down low. Currently, right now, I believe John right now is still on the lead lap here at this moment. Alrighty, looking back. Here comes the 5 on the inside for the battle for the lead. 5 was able to make the pass here out of turn number 4, bringing it to the line. Cody right now as your race leader. Let's see if Ronnie has anything for what your firm. Does he have anything for the number 5 coming out of turn number 2 down the backstretch? It does look like actually John might be 1 lap down. It's just not registering on our screen here. But right now, coming out of turn number 4, bringing it to 2 more laps to go here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at this moment in time for the Black Diamond Designs ARCA Series. Cody Gills right now as your leader in this Hendrick.com machine. In second, we got Ronnie holding on to that number 6. Holding on to 3rd is going to be the number 21 of Andy Berry in the diesel machine. And in 4th is going to be the 47 of David Moyer. All right, here it comes, ladies and gentlemen, out of turn number 4. Coming to the line, bringing it to the white flag. 1 more lap to go here at Nashville Superspeedway. All but one to go, brought to you by the Bag Dog Motorsports here, coming out of turn number 2. coming down the backstretch. All he has to do is 2 more turns to bring home the win here tonight. Can he do it? Here they are into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4. Does Ronnie have anything for the number 5? Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner here tonight, it goes to Cody Gills in the number 5. All here on Black Diamond Designs ARCA Series for the Mystic Racing League. Congratulations to Cody, Ronnie, and Andy for your post-race show here tonight. Stay tuned for that. David Moyer able to bring home 4th. Lee Campbell in 5th. We're going to watch that number 5 burn it out here. We'll go through our race results right before we talk to a couple of these drivers. So we can see Cody, Ronnie, Andy, and David for your top 4. They're 5th through 8th. We got Lee, Alex, Brad, and Jared. 9th through 12th, we have Steven, Brett, Brandon, and Andrew. 13th through 16th, Harold, Glenn, John, and Caleb. Gino, Gavin, Joshua, and Robert. And last but not least, this is going to be the 21st is Aaron. Your race results here tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do our post-race show here tonight. Stay tuned here in a little bit. Let's see if we could talk to a couple of these drivers watching that 5 burn it out here. Could give him a shout out here. Well-deserved. Let's see if we can talk to Andy. And then we'll talk to Ronnie and Cody. See if we can talk to them in our chat here tonight. Let's see how Andy is feeling here. If we can find these drivers real quick. So while I'm looking for them, I want to give a shout outs to all of our sponsors here. Thank you to them able to come on board for the leagues and for the broadcast. We can't thank them enough here tonight. All right, let's see if we can see who we can find here. While we do that, let me know in the chat, how is everybody doing, and what do you think of that show here tonight? That was a heck of a show, and man, oh man, you definitely, that was, you can't complain here at all. So we got Cody. We'll see if we can find Ronnie here tonight, and then let's see if we can find Andy Berry. Sorry for trying to get everything situated here. All right, let's see if we can find. I do apologize for the delay here. There's Andy Berry. I'm able to pull him down here. Let's see how Andy's doing. Hey, Andy, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right, bud. Look at you able to get yourself in the podium state here tonight in 3rd. How are you feeling here tonight?
Pretty relieved. I got a couple of wrecks out there. Kind of almost took me out of the race, but kind of just relied on a lot of the experience I've been getting the last couple of races and kind of saved some tires to the last second, and it kind of prevailed. It kind of held out. Tires started going at the end, but was able to kind of hold off 3rd. So
it was definitely a fun racing all around, and how everything played out with cautions coming out and everything. Tell me, how tricky. I've seen a little loosey-goosey and especially wheel spins on these restarts. How challenging was it to get these cars going and not spin these wheels tonight?
No, absolutely. I mean, I think tires are definitely king tonight. I think if you had some old tires, they're definitely going to be a little loose when you got out. I think we saw a little bit of that when it first started, a little bit of accidents. So just easing into the throttle on those restarts. I mean, as long as you're right behind that person in front of you, you should be good. So it happens though in racing.
Heck yeah. Well, it was fun overall, and, the battles all around. Seeing you guys go 3 wide here, especially being at Nashville, it's crazy. But, overall, who do you got to give a big shout out to that made this number 21 possible here tonight?
Absolutely. I got a big shout out to friends and family that are watching. Steve at Black Flag Motorsports. They're really great there. A lot of people really support me and what we do. So really appreciate them and all the support they have.
Heck yeah. Well, buddy, congratulations on your P3 tonight. Heck of a drive, heck of a race for you. I hope you stay safe out there. You have a great night, and we'll see you next week, bud.
Awesome. You too, buddy.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Andy Berry there tonight, your P3 finisher. What a night he just witnessed and had, and able to bring home a podium. Can't complain about that here at all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, next up is going to be your P2 driver here tonight. That is going to be Ronnie Foster. Let's see how Ronnie's doing. Hey, Ronnie, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, bud.
Yes, sir.
What a night for you. Able to bring home P2 tonight. Led some laps here tonight. Can't complain about that. How are you feeling?
Good, man. Good. Ran out of fuel there on the last lap, so that was kind of heartbreaking. But yeah, it was a good race. Got stuck in some traffic and worked through that, and was glad to be back and lead a few laps. But I could see they were running me down, so you know how that goes. Just a matter of time,
Heck yeah, it can always be a challenge, and you just said it. Getting through this traffic was a little difficult. Talk about that going through this traffic. Man, I've seen you guys go 3 wide, 2 wide, trying to go back and forth. How challenging, was it? What was the best way? I guess I should ask is to make these passes. Was it on the inside line or the outside line here tonight?
Yeah, it was on the inside. For me, it was, but there's so many talented drivers, in the traffic. So you just got to basically wait on one of them to, make a mistake and try not to quarter panel them to death, But most of them, they'll move aside if they know you're faster. So let's see what the good group to race with here.
Heck yeah, it is. I definitely see the awesome racing here tonight. Well, bud, who you want to give a shout out to that made this number 6 possible here tonight?
Yeah, just Mystic Racing Club. I started with them this year, kind of part time. Maybe next year I got a new setup, new track racer, some monitors, and built a new PC. So trying to get all that. How long that takes to get all set up. But maybe next season jump in a cup car or something. But yeah, it's been fun. So, but yeah, the Mystic Racing Club and Alex and Brandon and them that put it on. And heard you come on the broadcast, so glad to be on here tonight with you.
Heck yeah, I can't complain being the first race of, for broadcasting for you guys. I know you're in the middle of the season, but, I can't complain of actually be able to, being the part of the interview for the first race of my,
Yes,
my
sir.
thing here.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, I was getting nervous. That's why I started making some mistakes. I was like, oh, man, I might have to go do my first interview. So that's my first interview. So it's nice meeting you.
Heck yeah. Well, buddy, I hope you have a great night. You stay safe
Okay,
out
man.
there, and we'll see you
Yes,
next
sir.
week.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Ronnie there tonight. Next up is going to be your race winner here tonight. Let's see how this number 5 is feeling here tonight, able to bring himself the win here. Let's see how Cody is doing. Hey, Cody, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, bud, look at you, able to come out of nowhere, the ninja of the night, to get yourself the win here tonight. Congratulations, bud. How are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good, man. Just want to kind of like go back to an incident that was on the like the 2 cautions prior. I did not mean to run into the back of John there. I literally did not know that he was pitting. So when he was pitting, I had guys on the outside of me, and I didn't want to go up because if I went up, these cars are already tight enough as is. So like I didn't mean to like get into him or anything. I didn't know he was pitting there, and he was going so slow, and I was like, okay, because when we were racing and battling with each other, I noticed that like he was a little bit later on the throttle than I was. Just because, like I would kind of like basically just, I guess, throw my car in the corner and, it would stick and then I would just kind of get a better center off. But I don't know. But I just want to apologize for that. And that was literally not intentional whatsoever. So I just wanted to make that clear.
Well, most definitely, Cody. I appreciate that. And I on the broadcast, honestly, from my angle, it looked like just you didn't know that he was getting ready to go pit road, and you're following him, trying to push him down the backstretch, and just it was kind of the pit road here is a little tricky. It caused couple it was a couple caution before that. We had a caution due to people trying to enter pit road. So it's one of those tricky, but hey, it's racing, and overall, those little mistakes, you are able to outcome that mistake and get yourself into victory lane. You can't complain about that at all. Congratulations on that, bud.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Well, bud, seeing all the action here tonight, getting yourself the win, who do you got to give a big shout out to that made this number 5 possible tonight?
Well, I don't have a paint because it was just kind of a last minute thing, but I would like to give thanks to Twisted Speed, Turn 1 Designs, Fort Worth Screen Printing, 1776 Motorsports. Oh, who else? I'm trying to think. I'm sure I probably forgot a few, but shout out to those guys. Wouldn't be possible without them. And it wouldn't be possible without you doing a good job here up in the booth for the ARCA series. I know that, it may a guy like me that usually runs with the trucks and Xfinity and Cup on the weekdays on, Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and, racing with the ARCA series. I'm just saying I wanted to race tonight because it's a hometown track. I love this track. It's a very fun track. I go every year. Went this year. It was pretty fun. So I completely love this track. So
Heck yeah. Well, buddy, congratulations. Well deserved win. They're able to get around, do your thing. Congrats on that. I hope you have a great night. You stay safe out there, and we'll see you next week.
yes, sir. You as well. Thank you again, man.
Thank you. All right, that is Cody there, your race winner here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody enjoyed the show here. Thank you for everybody tuning in and giving me company out there in the chat. That was fun to see everybody out there. And man, oh man, what a night we watched. What a lot of great racing, a lot of different things that was happening. Don't forget, we'll be back live tomorrow night for some more crazy action here on Tuesdays for some Xfinity series. Other than that, we'll be back live here next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for some more Black Diamond Designs ARCA series. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, everybody have a great night, stay safe, and we'll see everybody later on.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.